I cannot tell you how much I don't miss these things. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy, the Handmade Homeschooler. I was thinking the other day as I was driving past our local elementary school that's right by my house, how much I don't miss all of the things. I almost want to call this like reasons why I'm still thankful that I homeschool, because my husband and I were talking. Like, we were on our way back from the grocery store and the line for the pickup was like around the block. It was insanity. It was just hundreds of cars trying to get into this thing. And it was just like, I had flashbacks of when I used to have to do that. I mean, and we lived like right down the street from the school, and I used to have to drive down there every day for pickup and drop off. And it would take so long, like so long, just to pick up my kid. When my son was in very early elementary school, so like kindergarten through first grade, it was kindergarten and first grade. We lived in Japan. We lived in Okinawa. My husband's in the military and he's in the Marine Corps. We have Marine Corps bases over on Okinawa, Japan. I was going to the base school and I would have to be in line for 45 minutes to pick him up every single day. Drop off wasn't as bad. It was still pretty bad, but drop off wasn't as bad, but picking him up from the school in Japan took me 45 minutes. It was crazy. And that's if I got there on time. Now, if I was late, I would be there like probably at least an hour. Oh my goodness. And by late, I mean like on time for pickup. Like if you weren't early for pickup, you were late. As our band conductor used to say, if you're 15 minutes early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, we'll send flowers. I still remember that all of these years later. But yeah, that's kind of how school pickup line was. I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. I used to waste so much gas. And can you imagine with the gas prices today, like how much time that would be and how much money that would be sitting in the car? Oh my gosh. And then I got to thinking, there's other things that I definitely don't miss. Packing school lunches. I do not miss that. Oh my goodness. The money that I would spend on school lunches, and sometimes he would eat them and sometimes he wouldn't. I knew that he wouldn't eat the school lunches because I didn't eat the school lunches. It was gross when I was in school. And I remember he tried it a couple times. He was like, I really don't like it. So I started just packing him a lunch and he would eat it. But if I would forget to pack that school lunch, I would be scrambling in the morning because we had to get out the door because we had to be early to drop him off. And I do not miss that. Getting the baby ready, getting him ready. I do not miss getting up super early to get everything ready to go to drop off that child at school. I don't miss it. I don't miss the rush. I don't miss that. You know, one thing I really don't miss was how much they scared the kids with some of the drills. And I'm not talking about the fire drills or the tornado drills. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Probably most of you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I had a child who came home from school crying and shaking because he was so little and they had to have drills for that. Now, when I was in school, Columbine had happened, and I think I was in 9th grade. So like it was a very new thing, but like these kids are so used to it that they're having drills. I had a kid come home in tears because they made it so realistic, and that was it for us. That was the last. I think that was actually the last straw for me and my husband. I don't miss the bullying. I had my oldest child was bullied in school in elementary school, and I do not miss having to put up with that because it started to change his personality over time. We had talked with the school, we had talked with the kids, we had talked with the kids' parents, we had talked with the teachers, we had talked with the principal, we had talked with everybody, and nothing was being done, and it was exhausting. It was absolutely exhausting. It was really hard to watch, and it was really hard because you get to a certain point where your hands are tied, and you can't switch the schools because of we're military, and it was just there was nowhere else for him to go. At the base that we were at, we were totally isolated. There was nowhere else for him to go, and it was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare, and really glad I pulled him. Really glad I pulled him out. That was around the time that we pulled him out to homeschool. I couldn't stand it anymore. I just could not stand it. I'm really glad I don't have to worry about if he's wearing the cool shoes or if he has the cool brand backpack or whatever the cool thing is, you know, the flavor of the day or the week at that point. Really don't miss that. Anyway, that's just my short little video for today on things I don't miss. I just, you know, it was one of those like fleeting thoughts when we were driving in the car the other day, and I was just looking at all those parents who had probably been sitting there for at least 30 minutes, and it's like, I'm so glad we don't have to do that anymore. Do you ever have those random thoughts? I sure do. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Tell me down below in the comments, what is something that you definitely do not miss if you had your kids in public school before? I would love to know down in the comments. Like, let me know. Like, I do not miss fill in the blank. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, guys, and happy homeschooling.